Okay, how about a little pop quiz? What do LeBron James, Stephen King, William Shatner, and Barack Obama have in common? Perhaps only Elon Musk knows the answer. The Twitter and Tesla CEO allowed that foursome to keep their blue check marks free of charge. The rest of the top Twitterati left angry and unverified. Can you imagine? The Pope, Donald Trump, Beyonce, Taylor Swift, the Biebs, Kim Kardashian, Oprah, even footballer Ronaldo and his team of 108 million followers in the same bucket as you and me, checklists. And while none of the aforementioned aired their grievances in 280 characters, others indeed did, like Alyssa Milano. She went on an expletive-filled rant that has been trending now for about 24 hours. No longer that innocent gal we know from Who's the Boss. Hocus Pocus star Bette Midler went on a, well, let's just call it a witchy rant, calling Elon a pathetic worm. Others were more clever, though. Wonder Woman Linda Carter tweeting, "Okay, we'll settle this the old-fashioned way." Peacock tweeted, "There's no way to prove this isn't the real Jim Halpert of Office fame now." Well done. Elmo tweeting, "He'll miss you, little blue check mark," but Elmo is still Elmo. And lastly, Dan rather succinctly said, "This proves you can buy a blue check mark, but you can't buy class." So what does this reveal about Elon and his business sense? Yes, he's often brilliant, but he's consistently inconsistent at best, hypocritical at worst. It really echoes what he's done with AI. He called for an AI pause globally and then revealed plans for Truth GPT. Here's how insider tech correspondent Callie Hayes put it to us.
Musk is definitely a man of contradictions, to put it politely. He tends to say things and do something else. I think people who have followed him for the last several years would not argue with that.
Taking away most blue checks, leaving others for no real apparent reason while charging the masses $8 a month is really on brand for Elon and ultimately devalues the very thing he wants us all to value. Shauna, Diane, do I have it wrong here? Do you want the blue check mark more now because you can simply pay for it? Or do you want it less?
I think you want it less. I think it totally devalues the blue check mark. And I think this is going to backfire on Elon Musk. You mentioned the fact that he's a man of contradiction. He's a man that tends to backpedal some of the decisions that he initially made because of the backlash, because of the frustration that so many people are feeling right now. I wouldn't be too surprised if he reverses course on this one, too.
Remember when he initially installed the pay to play provision, basically, and you had users impersonating companies, like someone had impersonated Eli Lilly and PepsiCo, and with the PepsiCo, they had tweeted something like, "Coke is better." It is.
I agree with that one.
But with the Eli Lilly, they had said insulin is free, and so Eli Lilly had to figure out how to, maneuver a situation like this. So then they, created those yellow checks for companies. So, and you can already see he's having to deal with this because now, in fact, some of the people you mentioned are getting like a gray check. So this is new. So it's going to be a color scheme. I mean, are we doing primary colors? Where are we going with this?
And he also dropped the government-funded labels. He's also dropped the fact that he said that he was only going to promote paid accounts, walk that back a little bit. So Elon Musk, he's drumming up a lot of attention, clearly on Twitter, something that has been the case now for well over a year. If this is a smart move for Twitter, no, it's not. Because it's the loyal base.
Things
at the wall
and seeing what sticks.
Not a lot is sticking.
And this doesn't appear to be sticking because this was his main profit generator. This is how he's going to make Twitter profitable. And clearly the masses are saying, I'll pass.
Never mind.
I don't want. Now, what will happen, though, when you do see the fakes, the people that come on and impersonate Ronaldo, for example.
That's the challenge, fraud.
But that will hurt Twitter. That will not help if there's just mass confusion over who is the real celebrity. No one cares about me losing my blue check mark.
I do.
I assume you both lost yours.
No, now you all are with me. I'm one of us.
But when the mass confusion starts and the fakes begin, just an absolute disaster.
It's an absolute disaster. People aren't going to trust those The slim majority that did trust Twitter and did trust what they were reading on the platform, they're not going to do it now, and you don't have the trust, and that's a massive, massive problem for Elon going forward. So we'll see whether or not he walks that back.